Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Live with the Creativity Cave. It is Monday, September 11th. I'm so excited to be stamping with you, and I hope you are excited to be here too. Fall is in the air here, and I'm so excited. We had our first rainy day in what I would loosely describe as forever. Obviously, it's not bad as bad as some places, but it's kind of unusual for us to go such a long time without any rain. And so it's been a cool rainy day today, which is just wonderful. Of course, it made it so hard to do work because all I want to do is like curl up on the couch, watch some Netflix, and knit. But oh well, here we are. I just gotta grab some lip gloss to make everything a little better. So I hope that you guys had a great weekend. I had a lovely Sunday. Well, I had a good weekend doing not a lot of stuff, so that was good. My daughter came home, which was wonderful. She's been at school, of course, and so it was really great to see her. She came over for lunch on Sunday, and I made what I can loosely describe as just like the very best chicken ever. I had gotten this marinade mix actually quite a while ago, like a few months ago, and I kept forgetting. Well, it kind of got shoved in the back of the spice shelf, and so I kept forgetting about it. Well, long story short, something said, don't forget to use that. So I did, and it was delicious. And I know you're all gonna ask me what it is, and I will take a picture of the label and post it. But it was super good. And then I made the good pasta, and that is something we lovingly refer to in our house. And it's just a recipe I got out of a magazine years and years ago, but I love it. And I had like one like teaspoon worth, like not, I'm like making this much. So I was really proud of myself for not eating it, even though it's the good pasta. It's like my very favorite. It's so delicious. It's just, you saute butter and garlic and cherry tomatoes, and then cook that for a little bit, and then you add some chicken stock and a little bit of wine, and then you add pasta to that, and then you put Parmesan cheese over the top and green onion, which sounds really weird, but like you just thinly sliced green onion. So good. The recipe actually calls for corn as well, but I don't often do it that way. Anywho, so good. Oh my goodness. So I made that, and I didn't eat it, so I was proud of myself, but I ate the chicken and I ate the green beans, so yay, Dina. If you caught me live last week, I talked about how I have been working to lose some weight, and I am at about 28 pounds down. So pretty excited about that. I'm not sure what my goal is yet. I haven't decided for sure, but we're just keep on going. And then what else was I going to tell you? I felt like there was something I needed to tell you, but I can't remember now. So, let's see. And then, Carl had a meet on Thursday, and he did really well. He got a PR, which is always good. A PR is a personal record, or your best time. And so that was good. It was on a fast course, so he knew he would probably do pretty well, but he did, so that was good. And he's got a meet this weekend. That's a hilly course, so I don't think that will be the fastest times, but I think there'll be lots of good racers there, so it will be a good event for him to attend. And of course, I love going to his meets. There are just a few left. I mean, we only just started, but there's just a few left. So I'm really excited to watch him run because it's just the best. So that is going to be fun. And oh, what else? What else? What else? I feel like there was something else like good and juicy to tell you, but now I can't remember what it was. Also, you guys are going to laugh. I don't know if you ever do this. So there's a new season of Virgin River, and no spoilers because I haven't gotten to it yet. Because this is what happened. I actually watched Virgin River all weekend long and a little today. And I turned it on thinking I was starting the new season, and I was not. I ended up turning on like the first season. And so I kind of said, well, why not? So I've been watching it all the way through. And I am kind of glad I did because there's so many things that I'd forgotten about. So that was good. But it's just been really fun to catch back up with Virgin River. And I actually first learned about Virgin River from Whitney, one of my assistants. She told me that it was, she read the books and the books were so good. And so I really wanted to read the books, but I just never could get into them. And so I think it is going to be one of those ones, it's kind of like Outlander, where I watch the series and love the series, but I really want to read the books. But I've really struggled with the new, with the books for Outlander because they're written in like there's a lot of Scottish words and stuff in it. And so I just have had a trouble getting into it. But granted, most of the time I read like right before going to bed, and I always fall asleep, so I don't do very well. So anyway, but I'm super excited, and I know the books are always better. I know that. So I'm hoping maybe sometime soon. The thing is, I would love it if I could knit, watercolor, and read books all at the same time. Like, why is that? I mean, that's like multitasking. I think that would be pretty cool. Why can't I do that? I don't know. But anyway, I will eventually get to them. So I know they're good. I know I've been hearing about Outlander books for years and years. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. Sorry. I got sidetracked by my recipes from this weekend. I know what I wanted to tell you. I wore a pair of pants. Now, I have to tell you guys, my favorite pants any time of the year are basically black stretchy pants. Why? Because they're comfy and they hide the things you don't want to show. Well, I rarely, if ever, wear not that. So I was able to wear a pair of twill pants. Granted, they're the kind that has like spandex in them, so they stretch a little bit, but they're like cotton twill pants. And I have not fit into them for a really long time, like before we moved here, like a long, long time. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I have surpassed my weight of when we were in Fiji, which I'm trying to remember what year that was. It was also a long, long time ago, like 8 or 10 years ago. I can't remember. I'll have to look. So anyway, so I haven't actually, so I know I keep jumping around stories. So I haven't actually gotten to the new part of Virgin River quite yet, but I'm getting close. I think I'm on the previous season to the one that just came out. So there's 5 years. Thank you, Joy. Joy said, congratulations on pants. People get it, right? Like, and also this t-shirt, this is also a funny story. So I don't know if you've ever like bought something online, like you saw an ad on social media and it looked amazing, and then you bought it and then you got it and then it was like, oh. Have you ever? Because that is for sure something I've done. So this t-shirt I bought online. I got like 5 of them and I was so excited. They're so soft. They're so gorgeous. Um, a girl just needs a good t-shirt, right? Well, I bought them like over a year ago in extra large. And can I just say they're not extra large? I would describe them as more like a medium. Anyway, I can finally wear them and not be like, ugh. So I'm pretty pumped about that. So today I have a t-shirt on, and I mean, a t-shirt is different than a lot of things, but well, okay, I won't describe all the things that are starting to fit again, but it's lovely. And I've also gotten rid of a few things that I don't have to wear anymore. So and you know what's funny is I think I might actually be fitting into my fat pants. That used to be for when I needed something extra roomy, but then those stopped fitting too. So I'm feeling good about this. Okay. So somebody asked if I was on a program. Yes. I laugh because like I would literally think like I could do this myself. Ah! Anyway, so I am on something called Optavia. So it's what my friend Kelly used a few years ago. And also my college roommate lost 70 pounds and looks better now than she did when we were in college 30 years ago, almost. So, well, we graduated almost 30 years ago, which I can't really handle that, but that's another story. So I'm very excited about that. It is a high protein, low carb, low fat type diet. The only thing I really miss right now is fruit, like berries this summer. That was tricky. And I'm not perfect. I probably could have gotten further than I have already. It's just been since the middle of June. So actually, I think today would be July, August. I think today would be July, August, June to July, July to August, August. Today is like 3 months, 2 months, 3 months. I don't know. But I've been mostly very good. So anyway. Oh my gosh, Josie, it's your 50th reunion next year. Where does the time go? It's so weird. I said to my husband today, I said, I can't believe, like, or no, what did I say to him? I said, do you remember when we were like 20 and stupid? And he goes, yeah. And then he kind of shook his head and laughed. And I'm like, yeah. Anyway, it's just funny how time and weird things happen in life, right? I don't know. So, all right. Well, I have exciting projects to share with you. Well, I think they are today. Exciting stuff to share with you. So much has happened, and I'm really excited about it. So, all right. Lisa says she would never guess I'm that many years out of college. Yeah, I graduated college in 1996. So that's a long time. Hildy's asking if it's packaged food. Yes and no. So yes, they're called fuelings every day. Sorry, I'm looking at my scissors so I don't cut myself. You eat high protein fuelings throughout the day, and then you have a lean and green meal. So what was interesting about it is that if you have been following the US guidelines, like the food pyramid for what you should eat, it's really misleading. Because I think I lead quite an active lifestyle. Like we walk our dogs a couple miles every day. You know, we're running around doing all kinds of stuff all over the place. You know, I don't typically sit at my computer all day. I'm up and around and cutting paper and doing this and running over here and doing that. You know, like we're doing stuff. You know, we've got these puppies, we've got kids, you know, the whole thing. And so I think what the recommended servings of things in the US is really obnoxious. So, yeah. And I never really realized it until I was tracking it and could see what it was adding up to. And it was like, oh. So, anyway, that's just been eye-opening to me. Kind of like when you go to a restaurant, like, okay, one of my favorite places to eat is the Cheesecake Factory. Like we don't have one here, but I love when we go someplace and there's a Cheesecake Factory. But like a Cheesecake Factory like meal is like 2 or 3 meals in one. That's crazy. I mean, I can never finish a meal at the Cheesecake Factory, but still the fact that they're serving it to you like it's one is crazy. Anyway. And then they want you to have cheesecake, which is like the total calorie intake for a whole day in one slice. But it is delicious. I think that I just am more aware of what I'm eating now that I've been really looking at it. And I also noticed in my office, like I would mindlessly eat. We have treats for different things, and you know, like I would have candy out for, you know, leftover from whatever, and I would eat a piece and then I'd eat another piece and then another piece and another piece and another piece, and then before I realized it, like I ate a whole ton of it, and like that was 500 calories I can't get back. And oh my gosh, when I realize how much work it takes to get rid of 500 calories, it's like, wow. So anyway, it's just kind of a crazy thing to realize if you're not paying attention. So anyway, I also gave up Diet Coke at the same time, which I think also helped. I have had a couple Diet Cokes along the way, but generally speaking, I don't drink any, which I think is good too. And I thought I would be exhausted all the time, and I'm not, which is a lovely surprise. So I like that. And I really do like having some, not, I guess, accountability, but just something to like work towards. I don't know. But I like it because it's easy. I think a big reason is because we ate out a lot because I was working so much, and the last thing I wanted to do was cook. And while my husband cooks very occasionally, he's not very good at it. So, yeah. But we're getting better. So, anyway, I also had to crack up my sweet son. He is an anomaly on the cross country course. Like there's all these really skinny, lanky guys, and he is kind of built like a football player, and because he's takes after his dad. His dad was a football player. He's a big guy. He's also a downhill skier. So like he has really strong, big thighs. Well, Carl has been trying to drop weight. And then I said, well, okay, why don't you measure what your body fat is? And it's 9%. And I was like, yeah, you don't have extra body fat to be getting rid of. And he's like, well, what's yours? And I'm like, we're not going there, but thanks. Pretty soon I might weigh less than him. That would be pretty cool. He's a foot taller than me. So yeah, I'd like that. Anyway, it's been an eye-opening experience. Okay, I'm done talking about it. Okay, so I have to tell you that there's some cool things happening. And let's see, I've got some cards to show you. I've got a bundle to give away for my challenge for August. I don't, well, we'll see if, I don't, sorry, that's me realizing that I didn't do a challenge. Well, maybe we'll just do a different challenge for this month. We'll see. Okay. I'll let you know as we go. That's me realizing I didn't plan the right kind of challenge. But you know what? We're going to do something a little different this month. It's going to be good. No problems. All right, here we go. I'm going to flip my camera and then we're going to talk about all the stuff that's going on this month. Okay, I'm flipping. Okay, so first, first off, I've got some really awesome classes. My first class is Pick of the Patch, which is a really cool bundle from Stampin' Up, and we are going to be making really fun fall cards. Now, this is a great class because you can do fall or Halloween, either or both, or mixed, or whatever you want. But they're not Halloween cards, and they're not just fall cards. They can be whatever you want cards, if that makes sense. Well, of fall or Halloween, let's be honest. This class will not be making wedding cards unless it's a fall pumpkin themed wedding, which I guess it could be. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. It's a really fun class. I love this bundle and I'm super excited to share really fun ideas with you. So there's that. We also have new catalog make and takes that you can purchase. This will be 9 cards featuring three bundles or stamp sets from the new catalog. So we're going to be using, no, not that one. Sorry, that's one of the projects we're going to be doing today. The Rustic Crate bundle, the Berry Cute bundle, which has the coordinating punch, which is so stinking cute. And then we also are using the So Sincere stamp set, which is really a great set of words for lots of different occasions. So I'm really excited about this. Those make and takes are going to be pretty fantastic. And the quantities are limited, so make sure you get yours ordered. I've already sold out over half of my packets that I will have available, so make sure and get that ordered. They will ship the week of the 24th, and the pumpkin class will ship out the next week. All right. We also have a World Card Making Day event happening with Stampin' Up! On October 7th. The Heartfelt Hexagon is a preview, and I'm going to show that to you. I literally just got mine, and I'm very excited. It's a really cool new bundle. Now, we used to have a punch that was similar to this, but different, if you know what I mean. It was a little skinnier and probably about as wide, but definitely skinnier. In fact, I wonder if this would be bigger than that. It's a little different shape. I'll have to compare the two. I don't have my other punch handy, but I still have it because it was actually one that I really liked. Anywho, there is a stamp set that coordinates with this. I believe this is a preview for the upcoming occasions catalog that'll come out in January. So this is going to be in another publication, but you can order it right now. And if you're going to ask me how much it is, I can't tell you, but I want to say it's in the $35-ish range for US. Again, I'm not sure. It could be 40. It's somewhere between $35 and $40 is my guess. But you can start ordering that right now. This is on the website, and then it is one of the 3 bundles that will be used during the World Card Making Day event that Stampin' Up! Is holding. So this is a free event that you can attend. It won't be like a big, huge, amazing event like what you attend with me. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It will be cool. There will be make projects that you can make and things. But I think it's worth a going to, so you can check it out. We also have a special release of Designer Series paper that just came out. I'm going to show you the papers. We're going to use some of them today. They're pretty cool. Sorry, I'm trying to pull these out. And I think you're going to really like them. So there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think that's everything. So now here's what's amazing about these. Okay, so we've got, this is, ooh, sorry. Didn't mean to bump that. This is the Shining Christmas Designer Series paper. It is metallic-y. So you can see it's kind of foiled on one side, and then it's a pattern on the other side. So it's really Christmassy, but not necessarily, if you know what I mean. Like, so like this is obviously Christmas colors, but not necessarily Christmas. This is a little more Christmassy. This is a cool red pattern. These are presents. That's pretty Christmassy. Again, not really Christmassy, but definitely Christmassy. So I love when they do that. Here's some argyle that's foiled. The backside are ornaments. Then we've got some holly. The backside are dots. And then these are candy canes. Backside is little marks. So this I think will work really nicely for Valentine's Day in addition to Christmas. So that's awesome paper. Oops. And then, so this one is $15. Then we have, I'm going to save the best for last. Then we have, this is called Tartan Foil. It's also foil. And there's 3 colors of it. So we've got, this is kind of a copper clay. Then we've got kind of a Lost Lagoon. And I don't know if this is technically granite, gray granite. No, pebbled path. But it's really cool paper. And it has a white pattern on one side and then like the foil pattern on the other side. This also is kind of a different feel for our DSP because the back side is pretty glossy-ish. I mean, it's not technically glossy. It's just a little different than what we've had in the past. Then we've got this paper, which is just pretty. And, you know, well, Traditions of St. Nick is a really gorgeous, very traditional colored paper. So we've got our classic red and green, and then our very kind of traditional patterns and colors. So this is like a filigree pattern. This kind of reminds me of sort of, you know, very traditional Christmassy things. Here we've got mailboxes, another filigree pattern. Ooh, like this is like Night Before Christmas looking, kind of that toile kind of thing. Look at that beautiful pattern. So this is, you know, a very gorgeous, look at that, so pretty. This is a really gorgeous paper. Oh my goodness, look at how pretty that is. I hadn't actually looked at this one yet, so and that's another beautiful filigree pattern. So this is a really beautiful paper. I didn't think I would like this one, but I really do. So that's interesting. Then I've got an open package of this because we're going to use it today. This one is called Delightful Floral, and it is going to coordinate with the translucent florals that are in the mini catalog. And so there's lovely patterns. They're very watercolory looking, so of course I love them. But you can see there's beautiful flowers in beautiful colors, and then the back sides are just that beautiful watercolor wash looking patterns in various colors. So this is going to be wonderful paper to work with. I can already tell you that because we're going to use it today, but look at that. Oh, I love that. Wonderful, wonderful paper. And then I said that I saved the best for last because I really did. This last one is truly the best. This is silver and gold adhesive backed glimmer paper. That's right, adhesive backed. It's like they love us. I don't know, I'm so excited about this. So you get just 2 sheets but they have adhesive on the back of them, so you can peel the backing and stick this wherever you want. So you could die cut it and stick it. You could punch it and stick it. You can do whatever you want. I have the corner peeled. I just can't grab it. There we go. So to say that I'm excited about this would be quite the understatement. Yes, I'm very excited. So, and we're going to use that a little bit later on as well. So that is a pretty sweet special release. I'm very excited about these. They're all in the online store. They are while supplies last. So get some while you can. And then, of course, the last thing to mention is when you spend $50 in my online store, you will receive the Zoo Crew All-Star Tutorial PDF. And if you spend $100, or I'm sorry, 75 or 100, I will send you 5 or 10 handmade cards from my collection. You will get current and retired cards. So a lovely little collection for cards you can use for your own purposes. You can use as ideas, whatever you'd like. So that's going on right now. And yeah, okay. Next up, I have some cards to show you from my mailbox. First off, I have this beautiful card from Sherry, who's on my team, and she sent me just the kindest message that I just so appreciate in here. So thank you so much, Sherry. That is just lovely. And this is with the So Cool stamp set, which is just adorable. Then I got this really sweet card with another very sweet message from Cindy, who's on my team. Thank you so much, Cindy. I really appreciate that card. It's so beautiful. This card I got from Stampin' Up! Because I'm feeling fancy. This is from Sarah, the CEO of Stampin' Up! And this was to commemorate my $2.2 million sales achievement. But always exciting to get a card from the CEO of Stampin' Up! I can't lie. Look at this beautiful fall card. This is so much fun. This is from Cindy. She's just the cutest. Thinking of you and all you do to keep us crafting inspired, not expired. That would be a slip of the tongue. Whoops. You the best. Thank you, Cindy. You're so sweet. She always sends me that. She always says, signs her stuff, you the best. Here is another just gorgeous card. Isn't this beautiful? Look at how fun that is. We've done that fun fold before. I love it. So this one also had just such a really sweet message in it, but this is from Lisa, who I think I might have seen her name on pop up here, but she is part of our Sunshine and Rainbows Facebook group. She is also sending this beautiful card from Hawaii, which I love. Another gorgeous card came in the mail from Mary, who's on my team, and I just love this one. It's so pretty. I love this Sending Smiles stamp set. It's a really good one. And another super cute one. This one is from Anne, who is so sweet. She sent me a thank you card for the gift she received in, oh, these are scraps. The gift she received in her Sunshine and Creativity delivered box this past month. So you are very welcome, Anne. I'm so glad you liked the goodies. So thank you for thinking of me. All right, we had a card challenge last month that I issued for you with a cute little fun fold. It was a little pocket card. And by the way, the samples you guys shared were really outstanding. It was fun to see them. I have all of the people, all the participants here on tickets, and I have a bundle to give you, the Wonderful Thoughts bundle, which is actually one I really like and have used quite a bit lately. In fact, just like this past week, I used this. So anyway, if I did notice that I had some international people, and if you are an international winner, you will receive a PDF, just because Stampin' Up! Prohibits me from sending you gifts across country borders. So just so you know, I can only send things in my market, which is the United States, as far as bundles. All right, so anyway, here you go. The winner is, da, 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 or Jean Maxwell. Congratulations, Jean. Awesome. I think I have your address, but you could always drop me an email just to confirm. So congrats to you, Jean. This bundle will be headed your way. Yay, you. Now, make sure that you check out those cards in my Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook group. There is a link to that in the description of this video. And then we're going to make some cards today. I'm going to hold off the challenge until next week, just because I don't have one ready. So that's why. Okay, but well, unless I come up with one, because we have to do one more project. We'll see. But I'm going to say probably not till next week, but you never know. You never know what might happen. All right, so we're going to do our first card. And that is going to feature that beautiful paper I just showed you, which is called Delightful Floral. That one. That one is the one you can purchase right now as part of this month's special. So I've got a beautiful card base that does coordinate with my sweater, which was unintentional, but sometimes happy accidents happen, I'm not going to lie. So this is Berry Burst, and I just gave that a good crease. Now I cut a piece of the Designer Series paper, which is 3 3¾ by 5. And then we're going to put that on a layer of 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 inch Calypso coral, which is just lovely. And I really like this pretty little pattern. It's just all these beautiful flowers, in lovely detail. Okay, so that's going to go on our card like this. I also took, there's a couple pieces. Let me grab the piece I used that have, like a nicely designed piece of cardstock, or of, like a clump of flowers. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, the words are not coming out of my mouth though. Whew. All right, so anyway, that's pretty. So I fussy cut this piece out, and then I'm going to quick fussy cut the smaller one here for you. So I did that first one ahead of time, so you didn't have to watch me do the whole thing. A couple tips when you fussy cut: always hold your scissors in about the same spot and then move your paper around. It's easier to do that than it is to keep moving your scissors, and I find that works really well. Another little tip is to always leave a little border of white around your card or your image, because that will hide any imperfections in your cutting. Like if you were to cut on the line and you missed a spot, or you went over, under, whatnot, this will just hide all that imperfection and look like you die cut it or something. It'll look really nice. Okay, so and I know the next question is, are there dies in the set that die cut the DSP? And I think the answer to that is no, but I haven't checked it super carefully, but I'm pretty sure the answer is no, they do not. Maybe some leaves, but I don't think so. All right, so we've got that flower too. Isn't that pretty? The colors in this paper, like I said, are just so gorgeous. All right, I also die cut a deckled rectangle for this, and I wanted to put this on my card so that I could kind of anchor my flowers, and it would still look nice on the card, if you know what I mean. Like I put these down and I was like, oh, there's a lot happening. And so if you just put a piece of vellum in between, it kind of makes your card look a little more organized and nice, I think. So that's why I did that. Now I'm going to pop this layer up. But the nice thing about this is I can probably pretty easily put adhesive, because this is mainly a white background. I can put adhesive on here and it's not going to show through. You're not going to see any of that, which is just lovely because there's white in the background. If there wasn't, or if the colors on here were a little more intense, you would see that adhesive and that would be annoying. So we like to not be annoying with adhesive, right? That's one of my tips, is if you're adhering vellum to white, you can use seal adhesive or very thinly applied liquid glue. Otherwise, you can hide it under something else, like what we're going to add to our card, like that. Okay, so I'm going to add some of these flowers with dimensionals. I shouldn't say some. I'm going to pop the whole thing up with dimensionals, because you know everything's better popped up. I mean, that's just a fact. Okay, and this is so pretty. But wait, what if we added a little something something behind here? I think I'm going to take... So I think you've also seen when I add layers onto my cardstock, I almost always do dimensionals in the corners. And one of the reasons is because then if I feel like adding something to this later on, I can. And so if I just take, this is some of our braided linen trim in Calypso Coral, pardon me, Calypso Coral. And look, I can just feed that through here and tie a little bow. So what I'm gonna do is pop that up, and then I can tie the bow over here underneath. Like how clever is that? I'd like to think fairly clever. I don't know. I'm excited about it. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to tie a bow with this trim, which is just so pretty. Okay, so there we have that. Now, our stamp set has some beautiful sentiments in it. So we're going to use a couple of them on here. So there's a "You're the best," a "Congratulations," a "Happy birthday," and then I love this, "Wishing you all the happiness in the world." So I think this is really pretty and would be a wonderful, like, birthday, or, well, it would be a birthday card. I'm thinking like a wedding or an anniversary type celebratory card. Seriously. So I'm going to grab a little scrap of white. Oh, that'll work. This looks to be 3/8 of an inch, so it's kind of skinny. And we're just going to stamp that on there with some Berry Burst ink. It says "Congratulations." So I'm going to put my butt out. Now, you might not realize this, but sticking your butt out is very integral to stamping on skinny strips of paper, such as this. Okay. Because if your butt is out far enough, that means your head is down by where you want to stamp, and everything is perfect that way. Okay, so I'm just using my Banner's Pick-a-Punch to punch the ends of this, and then I'm going to add that right on top here. And I'll take a little piece of my border to adhere this. I'm going to put that on the end of the "Congratulations," and then the rest will just sit up on the flowers like this. Okay, so that's really pretty. So simple. Then we've got another sentiment for the inside of our card, which I love putting any sentiments. There's innies and there's outies. So I've got this piece of paper, and you know what? Maybe we'll grab just a little sliver of this. Or actually, you know what? Oh my gosh, I just thought of something brilliant. Sorry, I should have thought of this sooner. So you know how there's the pieces on the edge? I just literally cut that off right here that are partials. Well, what if we, instead of using this, we can save that for something else later on. What if we just put this partial right here at the bottom of the innie of our card with our sentiment? That's brilliant, if I can just say so. Do you like how I said how I'm brilliant here? I do. Okay, so this is just super fun and a great way to use up those edge pieces that you think are for nothing, but it turns out they're for something. The inside. Gosh, that's a good tip. I'm full of them today. Okay. So I'm kind of proud of myself for coming up with this little number right here. Again, leaving that border, holding my snips all in one place. So pretty. Okay, now it's like it was meant to be. Now we'll just adhere that directly to our card, like so. And there we go. All right, so now I'll add the sentiment to that, and I can just kind of tuck it in over here. Just making sure I'd stamp it right side up. Oh, okay, there it is. All right, so then we'll put that on the inside of our card. And you might be thinking, is she done? Is that everything? Oh no, there's more. Okay, so to really kind of kick this up into stratospheric awesomeness, because that's totally a word, I'm going to take my Berry Burst marker and I'm going to spritz right there. And I'm going to spritz right there. Maybe twice. There we go. So I've got little splatters on here and in here, which look fantastic. And then I'm also going to repeat that in a slightly different way with my Clear Wink Estella, which, as many of you know, is one of my faves. So I'm just going to take a bone folder and smack this against my bone folder. And I'm only doing this part on the outside. Okay, and then that puts little shimmer dots on top. So how pretty is that? So easy, it's really all in the Designer Series paper. Now I really like the stamp set though, so I'm just gonna do a super duper easy card with this stamp set. All right, it really is a beautiful set. You can layer the different pieces up and it's just gorgeous. There's dies, of course, that cut these images, as well as like solid images if you wanted to die cut solid images as well. So just kind of using that same color scheme. Going to grab, I was not actually planning on doing this, but that's okay. So I'm going to use a thick white card base. Now, this is one of those distinctive stamp sets, so it's got lots of detail in it. So that means if your ink pad is real juicy, it's not going to stamp the detail really nicely for you. So what you'll want to do is, there we go. What you'll want to do is rub the ink in, and this looks like it's going to be okay. So look at all that. Oh my gosh, it's all built into the stamp. All that detail is built into the stamp. It's so amazing. So I love that. And then of course there's leaves in here, several choices for leaves, which is fun. So I'm feeling an old olive vibe. And oh, I don't like how I stamped this. Sorry. We're going to try this one more time. And I'm going to stamp it so I can add my leaves to this. And it's going to work out better. There we go. Not bad. Not perfect, but not bad. And then I'm going to do a quick, "You're the best." I hope you don't mind that this is an impromptu card. I did not have this one planned. I know sometimes you guys like when I do that. And then I'm going to grab another scrap to stamp my sentiment. These are leftover pieces from cutting cardstock layers, and they are really handy for stamping sentiments. I love using them. So I'm going to use some black ink on this. And "You're the best" is my sentiment. Ooh, I stamped that pretty good. Okay. Now I'm just going to put that kind of right there because I think that'll look nice. Real simple. We'll pop it up because, you know, that's how I roll. And then we're going to make this card really pop. Oh, I like it. We're going to make it really pop by adding some ribbon to it. And, oh, we're also going to add this little stamp in the center. And since we did this once already, we can practice to make sure we get it perfect. But there's this little center stamen, and I want to make sure I stamp it right. Ooh. All right. I did okay. Not great, but not bad. So cute. Okay. Oh, but I need my ribbon. Hold on. Now I'm going to use, this is the old gingham, check gingham. There's new gingham. Let me show you a compare and contrast. Oh boy, can I? Hold on. Well, I can't show it to you because it's out in the other room. Sorry. But, well, actually, do I have a sample handy with it? I might. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I do not. Sorry. Oh, yes, no, I don't. Wait, maybe I do. Are you laughing yet? Oh my gosh, sorry. No, I don't have any handy. Darn it. I thought I had some. I've got, it's out in the other room because we were working on a project with the old ribbon, but this is the old, or the new ribbon. This is the old ribbon. The new ribbon is, it is black and vanilla, whereas this is black and white. It's a little wider ribbon. It's like 3/8, whereas this is more like 1/4. And it is bigger sized checks. I like both equally, but for different things. I think it's amazing ribbon. I hope they don't get rid of this because I really like this ribbon. But I also hope they keep the other stuff, even though we probably don't really need 2 check ribbons. But if we have like 8 different types of red ribbon, so I don't see why they couldn't keep it. But they usually don't listen to me about ribbon because I have a lot of opinions about ribbon, to be completely honest. Okay. Also, why we don't have berry burst ribbon kills me. All right, so I'm just going to add this right over the top, like so. Oh, dang it, I knew that was going to happen. I was kind of hoping that the dimensional would kind of pick up both. Let me see if I can. Oh, this is just really not going well.
I was trying to hold the ribbon in place, pop up my sentiment, and keep the dimensionals hidden all in one fell swoop. I mean, is that really too much to ask in a card? I don't think so. Okay, so that looks beautiful. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add this to our card base, but to make the card base a little fancier, we're going to add an embossed layer. And so for that, I'm going to take my new favorite embossing folder. Which is I think it's called Textured Tile. I can never remember the name of this. But let me quick run this through. It's a really awesome embossing folder. Okay. And let's adhere this to our card with this layer popped up. Now I could add a layer of black behind this, but I am literally trying to keep it just ultra simple. And this was just a piece of cardstock I happen to have handy. So, you know, it works. Let me see if I've got, because I love using layers of cardstock that I already have cut. Here's what I can do. I have a few of these in my drawer, but they're too wide for what I need. So I'm just going to glue two together and then it'll be the right length. That's what you call improvising with what you already have cut, so you don't have to cut a new piece of paper. And try not to bend your paper as much as I just did, but that's all right. Okay, so it's just going to stick out the sides a little. And you know what I could even do? Is I could even rip the very edge of this one just for funsies. Because I shouldn't say everybody likes a ripped edge. That's not true. Not everybody does, but I think it is a good look on a card. There we go. See how easy that was? Just using the pieces of paper I already have cut, so I didn't have to cut into a new sheet. Because do you ever have, like, don't want to cut into a new sheet? I know you have that with DSP, but sometimes you have it with just regular cardstock too. Okay. Now we're going to add that, and I do like that little touch of black. Isn't that fun? We just made that card together. So a really pretty and I think quite simple card. Okay, now since we did it on the first one, we may as well do it on this one too. A little spritzing. Oh, so gorgeous. And yeah, I'm happy with that. Isn't that pretty? Oh. Okay, I wasn't even going to make that card, so that was a bonus card just for you guys. And Berry Burst is kind of the best, and I love it with black, but I also really love it with Calypso Coral, you know, different but wonderful. All right, so that was the translucent florals available in my online store. You can shop the links that will be in this video description if you're watching this on the replay later on. So yay. All the supplies, of course, that I'm using can be found in my online store, and your orders are so greatly appreciated. If you're liking things so far, give me the thumbs up. That would just rock my world. That helps with the YouTube. They like it when you like my videos. Now this next card is going to feature a super cute bundle called Tricks and Treats, which I love. It's really great because there's a lot you can do with this one. It's got a cute little ghost. It's got candy corn. I haven't even done the candy corn yet, but it's actually the reason I bought it was because of the candy corn. There's 3 pieces for the candy corn, so perfection. But then it also has this die that if you die cut it twice, you can make a cutie patootie gift bag just like this one. There's also this little zigzag border that comes with it too. So lots of fun things you can do. So let me show you what I've got for you on this today. The card or the DSP I'm using is, actually I don't know what it's called. Hold on. We're going to find out. Oh, are we though? Because I don't have my catalog handy. But I want to say it coordinates with the Them Bones. So I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. Anywho, we're going to start with maybe not your typical Halloween color of Starry Sky, but it works because it's the sky and night and Halloween. It all goes together. Did you see what I did there? Yeah. Okay. This is a really fun set of designer series paper. I've got a couple pieces. You can see it's kind of got an interesting color palette. We've got some gray here, some Starry Sky / Orchid Oasis, and then we've got our more typical orangey colors. There's also, let me see if I have my package handy. This is part of our little project we're doing out in the other room. So I don't have it all here, but here we go. So you can see there's all kinds of patterns, and then it's got one of those fun sampler sheets on top, which of course you can do lots of stuff with, but all kinds of fun stuff. Now this paper is great too because it's fall or Halloween. It's not necessarily one or the other. Look at this. These are actually little bats if you look closely, I think anyway, but it looks like houndstooth. So that's just so clever. I love how they design this stuff. Anyway, so we're going to use a couple of these patterns, and then I'm going to combine, you saw this piece. So I just cut out one of these skeletons right here to get a single skeleton. And it might depend because I don't know if they're all exactly the same size, but this piece is approximately 1 3/4 by 3 1/8. So then I have a 1 7/8 by 3 1/4 piece of black cardstock that I'm going to adhere this to. And then this is going to be kind of the center focal point of our card. All right. Now I also cut a 4 by 5 1/4 Starry Sky. So I want this to go kind of like that on here. All right. Then I'm going to take my, this is my Modern Oval punch. This is also in the mini catalog. And I'm just going to punch this a couple of times. And then we're going to put this on our card along with a silver adhesive back glimmer oval. Thank you very much. Have I mentioned that I'm super excited about this? I would probably get this paper sooner than later if it's on your list because I can foresee this one selling out. Okay, so what I want to do with these ovals is, and I think this is a job for you, take your pick tool, is I want to place them in the background of my card. By the way, that really worked awesome. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one going right about here. Okay, so I adhered to that one, and then I'm going to skip a little space because we're going to pop this up over the top on here. I'm just going to kind of position it on this panel. And then we'll add an oval right there and an oval over here. Okay, so just going to put some adhesive on here. And then, of course, we'll trim off the excess. Now, what's great is you can use the other half of, you know, what we're trimming off. You just want to make sure you've got a relatively straight line going on here. That looks pretty good. Just trying to make sure it's relatively straight. Then, like I said, I'm going to trim this off and keep these pieces because you can use this, you know, to make the next one. Okay. And then as I mentioned, this piece is going to go over the top. Okay, but before I adhere that, I want to do a little stamping on here. So in my stamp set, we've got some stars, we've got some bats, we've got trick or treat. We're not gonna, well, actually we're gonna stamp trick or treat on here. So I'll do that in black over here. And then I don't know if I want, well, I guess I could do some stars in some Starry Sky ink on my Starry Sky background. I just am not stamping very well, but that's okay. Of course, some of this is going to be covered up. I probably really should have grabbed some background paper. That's okay. All right. Now we'll pop this up. But first, I think trying to decide what paper or what ribbon I might add to this. And I'm feeling a little like this ribbon would add kind of a fun touch. This is our sheer ribbon in silver and white. This is also, I think this is in with some Christmas stuff in the mini catalog. But we're just going to put a little zigzag on here. You could go all the way around this too, but I think I'm going to go with the zigzag. Just because. Oops, I forgot I already pulled the dimensional backings off. Okay, so look at how cute that is. All right, we're going to attach this to our card base, and then we're going to do a little on the inside as well. Okay, so now for the inside, I was thinking that a layer of basic gray might be kind of fun for the inside, so it's not, you know, stark white. And I'm thinking I'm going to put this little haunted house in there along with, and there is a die for this, by the way, but I'm just going to stamp it. Well, no, I guess I could stamp it on a scrap of white. No, I don't want to stamp it on a scrap of white. I want to stamp it on the gray. You could cut this, but I'm not going to. Sorry, I went kind of back and forth in my thoughts on that in the space of just a few seconds. But we'll ink it up in black ink and then stamp it on our basic gray. And then I'm going to add some bats. Kind of coming out from there. And then the word eek, which I think I forgot to grab out of my set. Oops. Eek. I always think that's cute. So this would be just a cutie patootie little card to send to somebody. And I think sending Halloween cards is really fun. You know, Halloween is obviously such a, you know, kid-dominated holiday, but I think adults can really have fun with it too in a sweet way. not in a dark and sinister way. Goodness, I'm looking for my my wet wipes, but I don't think I have any. So anyway, I just think this is so sweet and a really quick and easy card. Again, kind of featuring that DSP, which is just super easy to use. And then of course you've got these leftover pieces. You could put more in here. I just love that glitter paper is just so cute. And I thought it would be fun to use on this card. So there you go. That's it for today. I actually, oh wait, I forgot, darn it. I knew that's why I didn't have my eek mounted. I was going to use Boo on the inside. Or I guess I could still add it. I die cut this. This is in the set. Well, no, I'll save this for something else. Anyway, super cute card. So I hope you loved this. It is just so fun. Okay. Jan, I can look that up. Just drop me an email. Okay. I think you should be okay, but we can double check and make sure we'll get you taken care of. Okay, so I made 3 really fun cards today. We've got 2 cards with that beautiful translucent florals. Oh, so pretty. And then a card with this adorable tricks and treats. And then I showed you a cute little treat box that you could create with this. This has the spiral die background stamp in it. And then a couple of the ghosts. These are die cuts found in that bundle as well. So lots of super cute, fun things for this new mini catalog and our special DSP. So don't forget, we've got new catalog make and takes that you can register for, the pick of the patch online class or creativity to go kit that you can register for. The DSP sale is really awesome. And then, or I guess it's not really a sale, it's just special DSP that's available right now. And then, of course, that bundle I showed you, which is brand new, called Heartfelt Hexagon. And we'll be using this maybe next week. I'll have a project, or maybe Friday. I'll have a project with this. So anyway, thank you guys so much for stamping with me today. Again, if you could give me the thumbs up, I'd be so grateful. Don't forget to click the subscribe button if you aren't already a subscriber. And I have another video coming for you later this week, so don't forget to check back. We will see you again next Monday. I can't wait to stamp with you. I hope you have a wonderful day. And thanks again for being here, guys. Love you. Bye.